Hi viewers, this is Karthik from CAAPID Simplified, and this video is regarding UCSF Supplemental question number 2. A very interesting question and something which is pretty obvious, I think. UCSF has 5 pillars which they call PRIDE: professionalism, respect, integrity, diversity, and excellence. And these are the 5 pillars that kind of define their culture, against which they practice their everyday dentistry, they define their curriculum, and they want to shortlist students. And they're asking you, among these 5 pillars, which resonates with you the most, to understand whether you find fit with their value systems and they would eventually want to take you in. Now, we are people who, as international dentists, who've applied through an extremely competitive process. If you're going to ask me if I respect people, I would say yes. Do I genuinely respect people? Yes. I do understand that respect, integrity, diversity, and excellence is what pushes the envelope for any dentist, is what gets them into a good dental school, and of course eventually helps them succeed in their own dentistry thereafter. But then how do you answer this question? First, do not try to compete with your own self thinking about which is the most important. Just close your eyes and choose one. And how do you choose one out of the 5? Is by thinking about which one did you learn the most, did you witness the most, did you understand the most during your US experience. Second way to shortlist is by thinking about which value do you have a substantial experience to speak about, where you've seen what it is like in an environment where dentists don't respect each other, or a dentist doesn't respect the dental hygienist or dental assistant, versus another scenario where you've seen where mutual respect actually delivers better care. So speak about that. Speak about an instance. Like you need to have a concrete example to give out. So based on these two, shortlist one value. Again, it's not about which is most important to you, it's about which you can substantiate on. After you've chosen one, let's say professionalism, which is highly likely like work ethic, or integrity, which is basically being honest and staying true to your commitments, or something like respect, which has many contexts, but in the context of a dental office, it would be something like you respect people who are not as qualified as you respect your patients, and you don't go ahead and say, like we say in some countries, saying you're dumb, I'm demigod, trust me, what you're reading on Google is false. Instead of that, you take a more empathetic tone and you say, I respect your research, you've invested sufficient time because you care about this issue, but let's see what are the pros and cons, and you go into such a collaborative discussion. So choose one out of the many, and then write your answer in 2 parts. Part 1 is what is your understanding of that? What do you think professionalism is? What do you think respect is? Like I mentioned. And part 2 is where have you showcased or demonstrated that? Part 2 can also be something like, have you experienced what it is to be in an office that has people with integrity versus people who do not have integrity? And what difference have you seen that make to the culture of a dental office, to the working of a dental office, the efficiency of a dental office, or even the kind of outcomes and care that patients receive? So try to quantify something like patient satisfaction, or number of cases, or ability to operate conveniently, or low attrition as an end result of this value that you have seen witness. You got it? So part 1 and part 2, what is your understanding of that value? And part 2 is, where have you seen it? Give some evidence to support it, that you believe in that value a lot. I've also given you how to shortlist which value matters to you the most, and that's not based on what actually matters to you, but what you can substantiate on. Thank you guys. See you again.